Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and here to stay. Coming around, coming at you. I, of course, am here in the wonderful studio, the brand new studio down here in the lovely offices of the downtown Brighter Mall. With me, as always, two members of the fearsome fivesome, the foursome fivesome.
The fivesome foursome, sir. Fivesome foursome.
It would not be an iKnowBadeaux podcast if I didn't get that everything wrong. The fivesome foursome. I got two members here. Of course, you're hearing them. That is the Boutros, Scotty Badeaux. What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning to you as well. What do you know?
Same as always.
Same as always.
Not a goddamn thing.
Not a lot coming out of you. And we also have with us the councilman, Mr. Gabriel Johnson.
Dave, long time no see.
Long time no see. It's been a while. We're gonna get right into things tonight because we're not gonna goof around. You might be used to longer podcasts coming out of this group. We're gonna cut these babies down. We're gonna shoot it down to 30 minutes. Maybe we'll give ourselves a couple, give or take. But
sounds like an escape pod.
Gabe is saying that because I have referred to us now as an escape pod, and now you're going to make me actually talk about why.
Please explain your joke.
Please explain. It's not even a joke. It's not even. I mean, technically, jokes involve
are funny.
Yes, involve punchlines and whatnot.
They make people laugh.
They do make people laugh. So, basic idea, if you've never listened to any of our podcasts, we used to just get drunk, have a good time, and say really stupid things. We're going to try and say less stupid things, but still have a good time. And the idea behind it being, let's take 30 minutes.
And 67% less alcohol.
Yeah. Scott and myself no longer drink, at least currently. And we're going to take a half hour of our lives, get away for a little bit, just hang out and have a good time. And the idea being, this is an escape podcast where we're not going to talk politics. We're not going to talk about things going on necessarily in the world, except for the funny news, obviously, that we'll have once a month. But this is just going to be a podcast where we are trying to just get away from it for a little bit. And you yourselves probably looking for the same thing. Take 30 minutes of your life and just hang out.
Okay, me?
Sweet.
Me?
That was great. That was great. You guys we are in prime form.
Are you looking at me?
We are in prime form, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to start drinking again.
One of the things we used to do on the podcast is go through the name of the year competition. Well, tell me all about name of the year, Gabe. Tell me about what is this thing and what is it and what
the year was 1983, Dave.
And
some dudes decided to rank a bunch of names and figure out which was the best name that was in the news that year. And they did it for a good 27, 28 years, and they stopped doing that.
Yeah, which is really weird. It's super enjoyable. I have no idea what happened. It sounds like they grouped up with another entity. And
media company.
Yeah, media company. And then maybe that media company just lost interest in it. I don't know. But for whatever reason, they're done. They've actually not re-upped their own website, which is a pretty good sign that they're probably done with it.
Yeah, it's easy to keep something for $12. Right?
Yeah. So, hey, guess what? We're going to take it and we're going to run with it. And so here's how we're going to do this. Because the biggest part of this is that the names need to be real names. And so we don't have time to go and figure out if any of these names are real. We don't have time to go look for funny names. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to take names that were previously in these competitions, and we're going to put them back up against one another. And we're going to do the double elimination bracket here, if you will.
In homage to the original founders of the Name of the Year.
That's right.
Tournament.
And not only that, but also there's just too many damn good names that got the shaft.
It's hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
Got the Shaft, I think, was my favorite name.
1984. There were a couple of years that they didn't do it, and I don't know why. they missed a couple of years, but I think it was just because they were in their dorm rooms, that sort of thing. But in order to do this, what we've each done is we've put together 24 or so names. I think I have 25. And what we're going to do is we're each going to throw out a name. Gabe versus Scott, Scott versus myself, myself versus Gabe, whatever we got to do. And we're going to both throw out a name and then we're going to pick a winner because we're going to try and whittle this down to 32 names today. And then from those 32 names, what we'd like to have people do is go on to social media on Facebook as well as Twitter. And we'll put up some content there that you can actually share who you think should win. And we'll go ahead and keep kind of moving this down. Eventually, we'd like to get it to where we've whittled it down to the Sweet 16. And at the Sweet 16, hopefully have some polls that people can go on and actually vote for as well. So right now, we're going to whittle it down.
Dave, when we let the people vote, are we going to honor that as the champion, or are we going to cast that into the ocean and choose our own champion?
Now, I will say this, and this is the reason you bring it up. That is BS. And the actual people that ran this every single year would then meet on their own, thumb their noses at the people, and come up with the real winner. Bullshit. Bullshit.
The people's champ will be the champion.
The people's champ will be the champion. So once we get further along and people get a little bit more invested in this, you'll get an opportunity to vote via poll. And we'll get that whole thing squared away. But for right now, let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to let you two throw out the first two names. Scott, you can throw out one of your low-hanging fruit. You can throw out your big guns. Do whatever you please.
I'm just going to... We'll start with Fawaz Waz Waz. Wait, is that right?
Country of Oregon.
Yeah.
The only way to counter Fawaz Waz Waz would be Guy Hands.
So a low seed versus a high seed. You guys can vote if you want, but I personally am going to go with Fawaz for sure. Guy Hands is a good one, but Guy Hands is definitely
Guy Hands.
Yeah. What if it's a lady? That's the best part. It's like, what if it's a lady? You're just going through your whole life like, oh, it's Guy Hands. That's my vote. You guys can fight over that if you want.
Guy Hands is just far too generic.
Yeah, Guy Hands. It's good though. Don't get me wrong.
It is. If I knew someone, so many of these are like, God, if this was my friend.
Yes. Well, and I've got plenty of them on my list as well that are exactly the same as Guy Hands. I mean, it's definitely.
Is it Guy Hands?
I do not have Guy Hands. Throw out your year as well. Throw out the year that you had.
That was from 2017.
Mine was 14.
2014?
Yep.
All right. So, Scott, who was it again?
Fawaz Waz Waz.
Fawaz Waz Waz is the winner of that round. Moving on to the next one. Gabe, you're going to throw one at me?
I'm going to throw out, Dave, Marmaduke Troublecock.
I remember Marmaduke Troublecock. My favorite ones of all these are when they have either their doctor, reverend, colonel.
You get the title, it gets big.
Yeah, the titles definitely hit home. Most of my names, just so you guys are aware, I took 2009, 10, and 11. So that's where my names are going to be coming from. I think I'm gonna throw out a low one here as well because I am a fan of Marmaduke. This is just plain and simple John Doe, only spelt like pizza dough.
Oh, nice.
Like somebody has named John Doe.
Yes, but not as in a dough, as in dough. Yeah, so John Doe versus Marmaduke Troublecock.
Clear winner.
Yeah, obviously.
You go with the three cocks.
You definitely always go with the cock over the dough. So
I would pick just about any first name or any last name combined with either way. You could be Marmaduke Johnson. I don't care. Or if you were Gabe Treblecock.
Yeah, Gabe Treblecock is definitely a good one as well. So Scott, write that down as well. We'll keep that going. And what we'll do is we'll take these and then reseed them once we get an actual bracket made up. So
you're going to thumb your nose at the people and just seed it yourself.
Well, listen, people will get a chance to vote. They will get a chance to vote. They can tell us who we are. Again, go on social medias. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Look us up and shoot something over to us and tell us which one of these is your favorite.